So this property here is located in Wales again. I do really like looking at Welsh properties because they've got the strangest layouts, and also the properties are very cheap. So depending on the exact location in Wales, there can be a lot of potential for profit if you do things right. Of course, a lot of the things that you may want to do to a property depend on the purpose why you're buying this property and who's a potential further buyer if you're going to resell it again. So this property here is really quite interesting because it's quite small. So the whole area is 53.2 square meters, which is 573 square feet. This here is, so this is a window. This is a door. This is a kitchen currently, which is placed like so. There is no door over here. There's a bathroom here downstairs and the only bathroom. And there's a doorway here and a fireplace here, where a fireplace used to be at least. At the moment in the pictures there's a log burner in there. There's a cupboard here, a window. The main door is located here. There's a partition wall here, which actually has a lot of electrical units installed on the other side of it, which is the strangest place for it to be. And as you enter straight away, you are faced with a staircase. Takes you up to the first floor, where you have a very small bedroom 1 and not much bigger bedroom 2. So this bedroom is actually 2.8 by 1.9 meters squared, which is legally not even big enough for to be considered a single bedroom unless you are a child under 10 years old. So if it's someone if the person buying this property considering having children in the near future, then this property can be for them, but otherwise you can't live in this room. So I think there will be something we will have to do with it. The other bedroom is 4.6 by 2.1 meters squared. It's okay size, but I wouldn't say it's huge. And this downstairs bathroom is 1.8 meters by 1.7 meters. The kitchen is the lounge here is 4.6 by 4.1, and kitchen is 2.7 by 2.7, pretty much. So I just had a look further at the photos just to make sure I take everything necessary into consideration. And yeah, it's a very peculiar property, I must say. So the current price of this property is £145,000. But it has been on the market for more than half a year now, so it could definitely potentially reduce the price of this property, offer a lesser price. So the reason I say this property is quite peculiar is because there's a few things that are not straightforward. Like, for example, when you enter this bedroom, over here, there is a cupboard, and it looks like on the bottom there's pipework, which doesn't make any sense because on the top floor there is no need for water supply. And at the same time, on the actual floor plan, there is nothing actually drawn on here to resemble any, you know, any even stud walls. So clearly, it's something that we can get rid of. So, but I'm going to draw it here because it is currently there. Another thing that is very strange is that this landing here, not even landing, but a part of the staircase sort of goes into this bedroom by quite a big amount, as I can see in the photos, which is again very unnecessary because there's nothing stored inside. Because you can see that it's just a cupboard from the room side, but from the landing side you can see that there is just an empty space. So again, that's another very very strange thing to do. um, and this wall is extremely thick, and from the size of this house, what I can see is that this whole upper floor is located underneath, sorry, is located over this lounge area. So potentially this is a carrying wall, a load bearing wall. There's a lot of things to consider, but what my first instinct is, firstly, as I said, this property is located in Wales, and it is not far from Snowdon, which is the highest mountain in Wales as well as England. And so I think this could be a really good Airbnb or some kind of rental property potential here. So what I think we will do is we will pretend that there isn't going to be a couple with a baby moving in and get rid of this bedroom that is absolutely not necessary here. And I think what we might have to do is create a bathroom upstairs and make this a really lovely master bedroom suite. Um, so what I think I would do is, firstly I would sort out this landing situation by actually um, extending the floor in a sense, um, because, well, there's no reason why this should be here. And what I would then do is, because both of these rooms are very quite small, and this one specifically is quite narrow, what I would actually do is I would get rid of this wall here, get rid of this weird cupboard again in this room that has some sort of pipe work. Obviously, need to get rid of that because there is no reason for. Well, actually, coming back on myself, there is pipe work here which could become pipe work for the bathroom upstairs, but it would have to be moved, because actually what I think the best place for the bathroom would be is over here in this corner. That would create a nice and wide and spacious upstairs bedroom, which would be, let's see, 2.8, 4 meters. So 4 meters by 2.8 meters. So it's really nice and big. And I would have a bathroom door. Well, you could either make an ensuite, so make the door through here, or you could just keep the existing door like that into the bathroom. So the bathroom would end up being, so it's 1.8 by 2.1. So that's bigger than the current bathroom that is downstairs, and it is more convenient for the guests. So you don't have to walk downstairs to the loo or to have a bath. And this would create a nice, very spacious and light bedroom, because there would be windows on two sides of it. So you could have a big king size bed and some wardrobe here, and maybe a little bedside tables, and maybe a little study table, study nook of some sort, or just an armchair to relax and lounge on. And so it could potentially fit a bathtub like so, and have the toilet here and a sink here. So quite a lovely space here. And now, what are we doing downstairs? Obviously, this is going to go because we already have a bathroom upstairs. But it is always nice to have a downstairs loo in case you've got guests around. So let's reconfigure this space somehow. If it's possible to get rid of this wall, we would absolutely do that. to create a nice, spacious downstairs open plan kitchen diner. That would create a big space for maybe a peninsula with some breakfast bar and lounge area on this side. And what I would also do is make the entrance hallway wider because, or perhaps even not just have one in there at all and just enter the space, just have a nice big rug here to signify the entrance space, and have some coat hooks on this wall. And in terms of this bathroom, I would probably I would either leave a small downstairs loo in place. So like that. Downstairs loo. And place a nice and round dining table over here. To create a nice sociable space here and a relaxing space, and kitchen diner here with a downstairs loo. If potentially this wall that was here before is not removable, what I would do is to place the wall back the way it was and leave the kitchen here. If that were the case, I would actually get rid of the loo entirely, downstairs loo, and make the kitchen area much bigger and spacious. Would be kitchen dining area here. So extend kitchen here. This is a lovely window here. Dining table here. Or maybe a rectangular one, doesn't really matter. And this would be solely for relaxation lounge area with the fireplace here. You can have under the stairs storage area for shoes and such. So this is how I would reconfigure this space, and I think the amount of visual space that you gain by doing that would really benefit this property, as well as increasing the amount of light that goes into the kitchen area, into the big bedroom upstairs, and the comfort of having the upstairs bathroom, I think is very beneficial to modern living. Of course, as I said before, if this wall can be knocked down, I would do that and leave a small downstairs loo in place. But if it's not possible, I would definitely sacrifice the toilet for having a much more usable, bigger kitchen. Because after all, if this is to be used as an Airbnb or a small rental property, then we don't really have the need for an extra toilet because it's probably just going to be a couple staying. I think leaving this wall would definitely benefit because I almost foresee that this would be a load bearing wall because it's just really quite thick for starters. So I would go for this plan initially because it's much easier to just knock down the toilet, leave the kitchen where it is. And of course, there is already some upstairs plumbing, but it would be required to move it across, maybe put it on the floor. So it looks like the floors need to be replaced anyway in this house, so that wouldn't be too much extra effort anyway. But otherwise, I think this would be a great property to do up. I hope you liked some of these ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.